Hey ladies, so I'm coming to you just keeping it real today, still in my PJs. Look at this, today's Good Mood brought to you by coffee. Anyways, so I just wanted to do a quick recording that I could share with the whole team. Did not get to do first Monday call. I still want to do a team call soon. I'll let you know when we can do that. But I just wanted to go over a few things just because it's the beginning of the year and there's some really great ideas that I want you to start implementing. Even if you think that, Tammy, this is just a hobby, this is just something that's going to make your life really simple. The first thing is something called Expensify. So if you go to the App Store on your phone and you go and you search, look for an app that's called, let me go back to the beginning of mine, Expensify. Let me see if I don't know if that'll show up for you, but basically, let me spell it out. It's Expensify. So you'll see an icon with 4 pictures. Shows like a car and a picture of like knife and fork and an airplane, just kind of showing you all the different expenses you use for your business. So load that into your app. Takes a bit of playing around. It's not super hard, but you're going to go in and you're going to create different billing groups. And in there, it's called, let's see if I can get back to, it's called reports. You're going to create different reports. Let me see if I don't know if I can even get this in there. It's a little bit too bright. You're going to create these different reports. I have some like for suggestions. You'll click on the add button and you'll create a report, and then you're going to edit and you're going to give it a name. So I might call this one samples. And I'll save it. So every time I get a sample from 31, I will actually go in there and I will click on add expense. I'll take a picture of my receipt, how much money I spent, who it goes to. So 31, I'd put 31 gifts, and then I will save it. And what happens is it breaks it up into reports for you that you will go throughout the entire year. Now, that doesn't sound so incredible, but let me tell you why it's so incredible. So at the end of the year, I'm going to go in. I just did this morning, so I'm closing out 2017. And I'm going to submit each of those reports. It's going to send me an email, but it's also going to upload it to my account. So I'm going to do a quick little screen sharing for you and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to show you my new report. So all of these that say open are the ones that I've just started for the year of 2018. Monthly flyers, send out cards, office supplies, printers and copies, National Conference 2018, what? Business cards and banners, business cards and business travel like Uber, hotels, airfares. Okay, so, but then all of these other reports that I closed out, for instance, printers and copies. I can click on that now that I've closed it, and I can hit the print button, and everything is going to be laid out for me. And here's what's exciting, guys. Like, for instance, when you do your miles, there's a miles setting, and you can put in start miles, end miles. You'll actually get to take a picture of your dashboard, which is incredible, right there for your taxes. It's going to lay out the date, where you went. So here I have deliveries, training event, party in Alabama, vendor event, deliveries and post office. Anything that I did, I put in there. It gives you start and finish, gives you the total miles, and then it gives you what your tax credit will be on there. So that's pretty impressive. So that's one of the things that I love. But my favorite thing, I think, is like, for instance, let me find the post office one, because that's my biggest expense every year is going to the post office. To see, where is that one hiding? Where did it go? Oh, it's toward the back. Hold on. Post office. All right, so on the post office report, it shows me every single date that I submitted receipts, how much money it was for, and then if I had to add a note, like, when you use postage, any type of postage, it all goes in the same report. So for instance, this one says post office, but then here it suddenly says 31 gifts. And I added a little note, paid shipping for a customer. And so that would go under shipping because it's money that I spent. Now, this is not too detailed, so don't get all stressed out. I'm just like a super detailed person. You don't have to do all of this. But if you are submitting something on your taxes, what's going to happen is next year when this rolls around, this is all done. You're nothing to stress over. In fact, even if you like, oh my, I lost a receipt. Well, guess what? It took a picture and it sent it to your website and saved it for you. So this is Expensify.com. What you're going to do is you're going to create an account on your phone, and then it'll create an account on a website. So you'll actually be able to log in to Expensify on your computer and, you know, just handle it right there. It's also going to email you when you close your report. So, I mean, it's just everything at your fingertips, and it makes it so easy. So go now, download the Expensify app. I'm telling you, even if this is just a hobby, it's just really going to help you. Also, keep an eye on what you're spending. So every time I buy a sample, if I buy something for myself, I put it in as a sample and I save that report. And then, you know, when you go and you look at your reports on your phone, let's say you go in, you know, May or June, and you look at your reports, you go, gosh, I've spent a lot of money on samples. Maybe I need to slow that down. Or, man, I've you know, spent a lot at the post office. I wonder if there's some ways that I can save some money there. So it just kind of keeps an idea of what you're spending as well. So if you do have a budget that you're spending on your business, maybe it's $20 a month, you can kind of keep an eye. Okay, I've already spent $10 in shipping, and I already bought this as a sample. So maybe next month I'll, you know, cut it down a little bit, or, oh, next month I get to spend more because I was really good this month. So it's an accountability as well. So Expensify.com. If you have another app that you want to use, that's great. It doesn't matter which one you use, but I have just found Expensify to be super easy. I really enjoyed using it. So that's my first tip. The other one is at the end. This is the perfect time to go right now because you'll find them. You can find Christmas cards 75% off. And so what I do is I go and I stock up on Christmas cards. I got all my Christmas cards. And then throughout the year, as I close out parties, I go ahead and I write out that hostess's Christmas card. If I have a really fantastic customer, maybe it's someone who just keeps shopping, go ahead and write out a Christmas card. You can go ahead and put a stamp on it too if you want. And then I keep those and I set those aside. And then right at the end of November, I send those Christmas cards out. And I'll tell you why. One, it, you know, lets my hostesses and my really good customers know that I'm thinking about them and I appreciate them. I'll put in there a thank you, Merry Christmas, and thank you for being a part of my 30 Wonderful Life. You know, just add it in there, let them know that you're happy. But then it also puts you back on their mind. So they're, you know, oh, Christmas shopping, we should probably do that. So I actually start with my December ladies that I already sent a Christmas card, and I go ahead and write them out another one because they may not host again for the next few months. I want to make sure that they're on my Christmas list next year as well. So starting from basically December on, I start writing those Christmas cards out for all of my top hostesses, Facebook parties, top customers, hostess of the month ladies and gentlemen, if you've got those. But the Christmas cards just add a nice little touch because I don't know how often you get a Christmas card from your direct sales lady or your local business, but I like it when local businesses think of me. So that's my next tip. So I think that's the two biggest things is get your Expensify going or some other sort of app on your phone that will keep a record of your spending. And if it's not necessarily for taxes, that's fine, because if you're at a hobby level, you may not have to claim this on your taxes. But if it is for, you know, hobby or taxes or whatever, it really does. Ever since I started using Expensify, I've thought more about how I spend my money and how I'm, you know, using my business. And it really does keep you accountable. Again, get yourself some really clear and stout Christmas cards and be a rock star next Christmas. And I think that's it. And check out the outlet. If you haven't done that yet, this is a great way to really boost your business. Get rid of those zeros. Check out the team page for the little challenge that I sent out. And then have some fun, you know, reaching out to those customers as we come up with a new catalog that's coming in February. So don't let January go dry. If you're thinking, oh, I'll just get going in February, don't do that. It is so hard to get a ball rolling, much easier to keep it moving. So do a customer celebration if you haven't done one. Do your own Facebook event for the sale. You can set up your own party link. Remember, you don't have to have a website. You can just share what's on the outlet and take those orders. Go ahead and collect orders and make sure you do each of them individual direct ship and bank up those hostess rewards. So that's it. Hopefully, here's my Expensify report. Look at that, ladies. All of those receipts in one easy place. And what I love the most is at the top, post office, it gives me my total right there, what I spent for the year. Here we have miles, website, networking group, monthly flyers, send out cards, team gifts. It's all on there and broken down easy. This has rescued me. So that's it, ladies. Let me know if you have any questions. And thanks so much for being a part of Team 413.